let's get back to the draft, which is coming close, okay? It's like a month away. There is a ton of talent at receiver and O-line available for needy teams. So let's go through some teams that will be facing that decision. Do they go O-line or receiver? Damian, the Chargers are at number 5 overall. Should they go O-line or wide receiver?
Yeah, I'm going to go O-line, and it's simply because of who the coach is, Jim Harbaugh. We know that he's going to bring a physical style of play to the Los Angeles Chargers, and this is a deep wide receiver draft. We know that it has a lot of top-end talent, but I'm going to go with the offensive line to really solidify and really buy into that identity of Jim Harbaugh.
Mina, the Giants at 6 overall. Protection for Daniel Jones or a new target?
O-line is tempting because outside of Andrew Thomas at left tackle, there's still questions on a group that really struggled last year, but they did add some veterans in free agency, Aaron Stinney, John Runyon, whereas this group of pass catchers, I like Jalen Hyatt, I like Darius Slayton, I like them a lot more as 2s and 3s with the opportunity to grab a true number 1, Harrison Neighbors or Odunze, I think are the moves for the Giants at 6.
Bill, the Titans at 7 overall. O-line or pass catcher for them?
This is absolutely, positively, no shadow of a doubt, offensive line for Tennessee. Last year, they signed Andre Dillard to be their left tackle. Did not work out. 14.5 sacks, second most of anybody in football per the NFL's next-gen stats. They cut Dillard, need a left tackle. They're at 7. If Joe Alt is on the board, they should be dancing. They should run the pickup. They should all be called. There should be a celebration, a party in Nashville. Probably the first party, I believe, in Nashville that they're going to have this year, celebrating that they found their franchise left tackle.
Yeah, all right, people, you hear that? Go dance down on Broadway if you can get Joe Alt. Another team that must decide between drafting an offensive lineman or a pass catcher is the Jets, who own that 10th overall pick. And the Jets have added 3 new starters to their O-line, including tackles Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses. However, both those players are 33 years old, and Smith in particular, as you may know, has dealt with injuries in recent years as he's missed 37 games over the last 4 seasons. Smith spoke today on why he chose the Jets.
I just feel like they have all the pieces together right now, and they can, the final pieces in this offseason to produce, a team that could go all the way. I've played against Aaron, throughout my career a couple times, and I know what kind of quarterback he is. I know what he can do if you just give him a little bit of time, and I'm just there, do my best to give him that time.
All right, D-Wood, when you look at those moves, let's keep the theme going here. Should the Jets draft an offensive lineman with the 10th overall pick or a wide receiver?
Laura, I'm doubling down. I've watched up close and personal this Jets offensive line over the years. It's just been a disaster as far as injury is concerned, and they've definitely upgraded the position with the 3 moves that they made this offseason. But I'm also drafting a offensive line, particularly at tackle at 10, because when you look at those 2 tackles, again, they're both 33. Tyron Smith hasn't played a full season since 2015. And so they're also in the last year of the deal. I got a 40-year-old quarterback coming off an Achilles injury. I'm going to make sure that Aaron Rodgers is protected by any means necessary. So give me another offensive tackle.
Bill, when you look at the addition of Mike Williams, who they've already added, if he's healthy, which I think is a big if, how do you think he fits into that scheme?
I love the fit if he's on the field because it fits Mike Williams and it fits the Jets offense. Mike Williams is at his best. He is one-on-one, terrifying opposing cornerbacks, running downfield and out-leaping them for 50-50 balls. Aaron Rodgers can make those throws, and Mike Williams one-on-one can make those catches. And he's going to see a lot of one-on-one coverage because Garrett Wilson is on the other side of the field. And then you're putting defenses into a bind by adding Williams because now that second safety they want to get in the box to stop Breece Hall, they don't know what to do. If they're going to put that safety in the box to stop the run, Mike Williams is one-on-one. Put that safety against Mike Williams, play 2 deep coverage. Now you have Breece Hall, who is one of the best backs in football, down the stretch against a light box. So a lose-lose for opposing defenses. Maybe, if he stays healthy, a win-win for the Jets.
Yeah, I'm in total agreement with you, Bill. I loved this addition. And, with the obvious caveat of health, I think it's worth reminding people Mike Williams is extremely talented. Extremely good at catching the football. In fact, he has the highest tight window catch rate over the last 3 years of all but one receivers in the entire NFL, and that receiver is George Pickens, who's had a lower volume. He has the second highest catch rate over expectation in the NFL, behind only Devontae Smith. And it's so easy to imagine him just catching back shoulder fades from Aaron Rodgers if both of those players are healthy, and if Tyron Smith is healthy. The vision is very, it's so easy to imagine how good it could look, again, with the, of course, gigantic if that all three players have to be on the field at the same time.
Guys, this is what I love. I love the offseason because the Jets always win the offseason. I mean, I've been around this team since Damian was on this team, so I love when they win the offseason. Listen, but here's the reality. As we've all laid out, this is the ultimate boom or bust team for 2024. Their entire season hinges on a 40-year-old Achilles and 30-something-year-old knees up and down this roster. And so there's only two things that will stop the Jets this year, and it's going to be Father Time and the turf at MetLife Stadium. And so when you look at the roster, as Mian is describing, you get so excited because you think about Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball to Garrett Wilson, which we didn't get to see enough last year, and Mike Williams. Oh my God, Brees the Beast. But then again, everything, it hinges on health, and that is something that we can't predict, so it's hard to even know what the Jets can actually be.
Yeah, listen, I hate beating a dead horse here, but it is about the health, right? Like, all these additions that the Jets have made have really been, I think GM Joe Douglas has done a masterclass of addressing the needs and giving the Jets the flexibility in the draft to go in whatever direction they want to go in. But it all is predicated on those guys staying healthy. So, listen, the medical staff with the Jets going to be busy trying to keep those guys on the field.